American serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer was notorious for his brutal crimes, and although he was sentenced to 941 years in prison without the possibility of parole, his life would end in the hands of Christopher Scarver, a fellow inmate who bludgeoned him to death.
Do you remember when you learned that your father murdered Jeffrey Dahmer?
Yeah, it's a big picture that popped up, and I was just shocked. 10, I saw it on TV.
Scarver would ultimately receive 2 additional life sentences for the murder of Dahmer and another prisoner named Jesse Anderson. But what was his motivation? How did he react to the additional punishment? And where is he now? Jeffrey Dahmer became more popular with Netflix's recently successful true crime series Dahmer Monster. Dahmer killed and mutilated 17 men and boys between 1978 and 1991 who were largely black or of Hispanic descent. He also cannibalized and lobotomized some of his victims.
I hated no one. I knew I was sick or evil or both. Now I believe I was sick.
On July 22nd, 1991, Dahmer was finally caught when his last almost victim, Tracy Edwards, escaped and brought the police to his house, who then discovered Polaroid pictures of dismembered human bodies, skulls, skeletons, severed heads, and body parts in his kitchen. For his crimes, Dahmer would receive 16 terms of life imprisonment.
I'm so very sorry. I deserve whatever I get because of what I have done.
In prison, Dahmer spent his first year in solitary confinement due to concerns about his safety around other inmates. Eventually, he was granted more freedom of movement and interaction with others. He attended classes, ate communal meals, and performed work duties, sometimes unsupervised, where he would meet Scarver, Christopher Scarver Sr., another inmate at the Wisconsin prison, who was serving a life sentence for killing Steve Lohman, a training program worker. He was later diagnosed with schizophrenia with messianic delusions. On November 28, 1994, Scarver would clean the gym toilet with Dahmer and Anderson. Left unsupervised, Scarver killed Anderson with a wooden stick in the showers, after which he beat Dahmer with a 20-inch dumbbell bar to death. Upon returning to his cell, he told the officers, "God told me to do it. Jesse Anderson and Jeffrey Dahmer are dead."
I didn't ever want freedom. Frankly, I wanted death for myself.
Dahmer was declared dead an hour after arriving at the hospital, while Anderson died 2 days later after being removed from life support. After being found competent enough to stand trial, Scarver received 2 more life sentences for Dahmer and Anderson's deaths. Some people believe that Scarver killed Dahmer and Anderson, who were both white, because of Dahmer's murders of black males, and because Anderson tried to frame 2 black males for his own killing of his wife.
It was not racially motivated. It was not sexual preference. It was just to find an obsession with the best-looking young man I could find.
After he killed Dahmer, Scarver would spend 16 years in solitary confinement. He also claimed staying in a windowless cell that reached 100 degrees in the summer. In 2005, he filed a civil rights lawsuit against Wisconsin Secure Program Facility for violating his constitutional right not to be subjected to cruel and unusual punishment. His lawsuit was dismissed. As of today, Scarver remains at the Centennial Correctional Facility in Colorado. He is still religious and has even turned to poetry. He has also released 2 books. In 2012, he expressed intentions of releasing a tell-all memoir about slaying Dahmer. He continues to stay in touch with his son to this day.